Thinking about moving to Portugal in 2026? Whether you're after sun soaked beaches, historic towns, or modern European city life, there are plenty of options, but not all cities are created equal. We've spent the last 5 years living, traveling, and researching every corner of this amazing country, from trendy coastal towns to quiet inland gems. We've ranked the top 13 places to live in Portugal. And trust me, some of these picks might surprise you. So whether you're a retiree, a family, or a digital nomad, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which Portuguese city fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your idea of the perfect home abroad. With the high life in mind, let's start our list in the Lisbon metro region with a place that affluent Portuguese have called home, or at the very least, a summer escape for decades, if not centuries. That place is Cascais. Cascais is a city that has changed quite a bit for me and my wife since our first visit back in 2021. It's always had a reputation of being a bit bougie, but what's interesting now is who the city seems to be catering to. Over the past couple of years, we've seen a noticeable shift towards tourists, international residents, and a slightly younger demographic. There are far more trendy restaurants, cafes, and boutique shops here than there used to be. And the overall vibe feels more international than ever. From a day-to-day living standpoint, Cascais is incredibly easy. Getting around is simple whether you drive, walk, or rely on public transportation. Driving is manageable, although parking can get a bit tricky during peak season. There's a solid bus system, plenty of rideshare options, and most areas people want to live in are very walkable. And then there's the coastline. Cascais really shines when it comes to coastal living and scenery. Whether you're walking around the Guia Lighthouse, spending time along the cliffs, or sitting right in the heart of town at Cascais Bay, it's the kind of place where being outdoors is just a part of everyday life. What really defines Cascais, though, is the lifestyle ceiling. If you can afford it, Cascais offers an exceptional quality of life. You'll find larger homes, gated communities, golf courses, and the easy access to international schools, which makes it especially attractive for families and higher income retirees. And for the frequent travelers, you're also relatively close to Portugal's largest international airport in Lisbon, which adds another layer of convenience. All that said, Cascais is not a budget destination. This is a city that works best for people with a healthy monthly income who prioritize comfort, convenience, and an international environment. If you're watching your expenses closely or hoping to stretch your budget as far as possible, Cascais probably isn't the right fit. But for the right person, it's one of the most polished lifestyle options Portugal has to offer. Just like Cascais sits next to Lisbon, our next city hugs the northern coast next to Porto. This city is Matosinhos. Matosinhos has a lot going for it, especially if you love the outdoors and easy access to the sea. Driving is simple, the streets are walkable, and it's directly connected to Porto by metro, making commuting a breeze. Compared to Cascais, it also has the edge of being closer to the airport, perfect if you travel frequently. On a personal note, Kalie and I seriously considered moving here a few years ago. It's compact, well organized, and has a beautiful beach. Parque de Cidade de Porto is also just a short trip away, making it easy to enjoy green space without leaving the city. The housing scene has its quirks. There's a good amount of new construction, but much of it won't be ready to move into for another 6 to 24 months. Available rents and newly built apartments are limited, so timing can be a challenge if you're planning to move soon. Now for the perks. Matosinhos is a seafood lover's paradise. Locals and Porto residents alike head north for grilled seafoods along its bustling streets. And for those seeking community, the expat scene is surprisingly tight. Bars like Fino Golf Club host regular events, making it easy to meet other internationals while connecting with the local community. Matosinhos isn't as expensive as Cascais, yet you still get coastal living, good infrastructure, and proximity to a major city. It's a smart choice for people who want the lifestyle benefits of a seaside city without the premium price tag. That said, Matosinhos is not for everyone. If you need consistently warm water for swimming, this city might not be your ideal fit. The Atlantic is cold, even in summer. But if you love cooler weather, want easy access to the ocean for walks or views, and enjoy a flat, walkable city, Matosinhos is hard to beat. It's perfect for outdoor lovers, families, or anyone who wants coastal living near Porto without the premium price tag. Another city that you might not have thought about is Setúbal. Despite being smaller and quieter than Lisbon, it has a surprisingly tight community of expats and internationals. Just like Fino Golf Club in Porto draws people together, Gatsby Cocktailleria in Setúbal has become a hub for locals and newcomers alike, hosting events, live music, and social gatherings. Setúbal is also famous for seafood. Choco frito, or fried cuttlefish, reigns supreme, and spots like Ostras sobre Rodas serve some of the freshest oysters you've ever tasted. And yes, a squeeze of lime instead of lemon might feel odd at first, but I'm a convert. Life in Setúbal is easygoing. The historic downtown is charming, very walkable, and has a good mix of shops, cafes, and everyday conveniences. Residents love its proximity to Lisbon and the nearby Troia Peninsula, perfect for day trips or weekend getaways. Compared to Lisbon, Setúbal is much more affordable. Rental rates and housing prices are lower, and the city has a smaller, less dense population, which gives it a slower pace of life. If you live downtown, you can walk to almost everything you need. Outside the center, some neighborhoods may require a car for convenience, though rideshare services make commuting simple. Setúbal is perfect for people looking for a coastal lifestyle close to Lisbon without the Lisbon price tag, and who enjoy a quieter, more relaxed pace. Younger people or those chasing a bustling nightlife might find it a bit too sleepy, but for retirees, families, or anyone prioritizing affordability and community, Setúbal has a lot to offer. Let's shift gears from the coast and head inland to a medium-sized city in the district of Leiria, Caldas de Rainha. Known for its thermal springs and ceramic pottery, this city has a unique Portuguese charm that sets it apart. With just over 50,000 people in the municipality and around 30,000 people in the city itself, Caldas de Rainha is small but lively. Locals are friendly, and there's a thriving expat community, making it easy to connect with others if you're moving here from abroad. Life in Caldas de Rainha moves at a relaxed pace. You'll find charming historic streets, thermal springs, and artisan shops that give the city a creative, tranquil feel. The cost of living is low compared to Portugal's bigger cities, and all of the essential amenities, groceries, healthcare, and schools are easy to access. Caldas de Rainha is ideal for retirees or families who want a smaller, quieter city with a tight-knit community. If you're looking for a bustling nightlife, big city energy, or endless entertainment options, this city might feel a little too peaceful. But for those who value charm, affordability, and a supportive expat network, it's hard to beat. Staying inland, let's visit Castelo Branco, a city that's quietly flown under the radar for most foreigners. With about 34,000 people in the urban area and 52,000 in the municipality, it's similar in size to Caldas de Rainha, which makes it perfect for those who want something smaller and more manageable. Castelo Branco works best if you have a car. Public transportation is limited compared to bigger cities, but traffic is light, and getting around by car is easy. Affordability is a big draw here. Rentals can be about half the price of Porto, and buying property is roughly 2/3 the cost per square meter compared to the bigger cities. The city also has a modern feel and plenty of space, which sets it apart from other inland towns. Most activities in Castelo Branco have an outdoor focus, from strolling through Jardim do Paço Episcopal to enjoying the Piscina Praia or visiting the castle. For shopping, there's a large commercial center, Fórum Castelo Branco, so you won't be missing out on essentials. Castelo Branco is ideal for budget conscientious movers, families, or anyone who wants space and a quieter lifestyle. If you're after a buzzing city with nightlife and endless entertainment, this one might not be for you. But if you value affordability, room to breathe, and a slower pace, it's worth a serious look. Next up is Braga, a city that's long been a favorite on lists of top places to visit in Portugal. It's especially popular among Brazilians, earning the nickname Bragazil. Locals often describe Braga as a small town disguised as a city. Friendly, familiar, and compact. You'll notice a local vibe where people seem only a couple connections away from knowing each other, which has its charm and quirks. The city center is beautiful with stunning gardens, historic streets, and vibrant architecture. Braga is also home to Universidade do Minho, giving it a youthful energy alongside a strong cultural and religious heritage. Overlooking the city is the famous Bom Jesus do Monte Sanctuary, a Baroque masterpiece that's been developed over 600 years. Braga has a well established English speaking community with regular meetups and special interest groups, making it easy for expats to find their tribe. While housing prices are higher than most other inland cities, they remain below Lisbon and Porto. Being inland, Braga experiences a slightly more extreme microclimate, hotter summers and colder winters than nearby coastal towns, something to consider if you're weather sensitive. Braga is ideal for retirees or anyone looking for a compact, walkable city with charm, culture, and a strong expat network. If you crave a buzzing nightlife or the coastal lifestyle, you might want to look elsewhere. If you want weather that's consistent year round, it's time to venture to the idyllic island of Madeira and its capital, Funchal. Funchal is Portugal's sixth largest city with a population just over 100,000 people, and it's steadily growing. It's a popular tourist destination, but living here gives you a chance to enjoy it at your own pace, including their incredible New Year's fireworks, which are worth experiencing at least once. And with so much going on, you might wonder about the cost of living. Overall, it's similar to Porto, although housing tends to be a bit higher. In fact, rental prices are reported to be closer to Lisbon rates these days. Kalie and I love visiting Funchal for its variety and charm. It feels quite different from mainland Portugal, with a distinct culinary scene and plenty of outdoor options. Don't forget to try a refreshing glass of poncha, a local favorite. Funchal is ideal for remote workers, outdoor lovers, or anyone craving a mild climate and island lifestyle. If you need quick access to mainland Europe for frequent travel, it might not be your best fit. Now it's time for a city that's 100% the right choice for some people in 2026. Lisbon, Portugal's capital. Lisbon is the center of opportunity, especially if you're looking for international work. New companies are moving here all the time. The city has everything you could want: cultural experiences, international cuisine, world-class events, and easy access to Portugal's largest airport. That said, the biggest consideration is cost of living. Lisbon has become a leader in the world in terms of percentage of salary spent on housing. The average one-bedroom rental is close to 1,400 euros per month. Steep, but for many, the lifestyle outweighs the price. Lisbon is bursting with things to do. It hosts the majority of international acts, is home to two of Portugal's big three football clubs, Sporting and Benfica, and offers international schools for families. Many expats rave about the city's energy, sunny weather, and endless amenities. One of the biggest perks? Neighborhood variety. From the historic yet trendy Príncipe Real to the more modern and spacious Parque das Nações, you can find the vibe that suits you. We've actually created a playlist highlighting the best neighborhoods for foreigners. Check the description section if Lisbon piques your interest. Lisbon is ideal for anyone seeking the capital city lifestyle. If you're on a budget though, this might not be the place for you. Next up is a city that bounces on and off Portugal's top city list. But for 2026, it's definitely back on the rise: Lulé. Interest among foreigners has grown significantly, especially for those exploring the Algarve region. One of Lulé's biggest perks is its proximity to Faro International Airport, around 20 minutes by car or about 45 minutes by public transportation. Unlike many Algarve towns, Lulé isn't directly coastal. It sits a bit inland, but if you own a car, the beaches of Quarteira are just 15 to 20 minutes away. Quarteira is part of Lulé's municipality and offers plenty of entertainment, dining, and seaside activities, giving residents a calm home base with a resort-style destination at their doorstep year-round. Golfers will also love Lulé too. The area is home to some of Portugal's best courses, making it a perfect spot for enthusiasts. On the flip side, finding smaller apartments for rent can be tricky. A quick search on Idealista shows that one-bedroom units in the city center are scarce, although there are good 2 and 3 bedroom options. Lulé is ideal for retirees or anyone seeking a slower pace of life, with a balance of old world charm, modern amenities, and great weather. If you're a high energy go-getter looking for fast-paced city living, this might not be the place for you. It's time to consider Portugal's #1 rated city for quality of life. And yes, it usually comes as a surprise. Viseu routinely tops the charts. What does that mean exactly? Hard to say, but seriously, Viseu wasn't even on our radar until 2 years ago when we met a couple of locals who invited us to visit. Since then, we've met even more people who live there, and they can't stop talking about the city. Viseu charms with its compact city center, affordable cost of living, ample suburban space, easy navigation, and friendly locals. Is it for everyone? Absolutely not. Viseu isn't buzzing with nightlife or heavy tourism. In fact, very few international visitors make it here. But for the right person, it ticks a lot of boxes. Lower cost of living, check. Medieval charm, check. Clean and safe, check. Solid healthcare, check. Golf lover, check. For singles or couples who appreciate a quieter, slower paced life, Viseu really delivers. Unlike Viseu, Coimbra isn't tucked far inland, making it a more connected option for people who want access to the rest of Portugal without giving up charm. Coimbra is probably best known for its university, but it's far more than a college town. And if you thought Porto was hilly, Coimbra might challenge that perception. So why is Coimbra so appealing? For starters, it offers a charming mix of history, affordability, and walkability if you can handle the hills. If hills aren't your thing, get excited about Metro Mondego. This new metro system isn't just transportation, it signals the city's commitment to improving life for residents. Coimbra has a variety of neighborhoods with different vibes. There's a historic downtown, the university area, and more residential zones like Santo Antonio dos Olivais and Santa Clara e Castelo Viegas. Choosing the right neighborhood can have a big impact on your lifestyle here. As we bounce around the fantastic diversity that Portugal has to offer, we need to talk about the biggest mover on this list, Tavira. Nick Robinson from Algarve Addicts has highlighted this city for us, and it's easy to see why. Tavira has become very popular for English-speaking foreigners, which makes it easier for newcomers to find their footing here. With rising demand and lower supply, rents have gone up in recent years. It's no longer a hidden gem, but it's still a top destination to live in Portugal in 2026. Why? Tavira's location in Algarve gives it incredible year-round weather, and its proximity to beautiful beaches is a major bonus. The city itself feels very Portuguese, with quaint streets, charming architecture, and a small-town vibe despite its municipal status. Many foreigners are drawn to the European atmosphere while still enjoying a strong sense of community. For travel, Faro International Airport is only about 30 minutes away by car, so getting around Europe is easy. Tavira is a balance of cost and lifestyle. Warm weather, coastal living, and a slower pace make it ideal for certain lifestyles. Retirees looking for warmer weather and a relaxed pace should find Tavira to be a nice fit, whereas families who need lots of activities nearby might want to look elsewhere. #1 on our list and Portugal's second largest city is the undefeated city of Porto. What's so great about Porto, you might ask? It's like the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Just right. It doesn't feel overcrowded, there's plenty to do, the airport is easy to get in and out of, the food scene offers a mix of local and international cuisine, and families will find several international schooling options if needed. Porto isn't exactly budget friendly, though let's be honest, most cities in Portugal aren't, but it doesn't demand the same prices as Lisbon and Cascais. That makes it more approachable in 2026 and solidifies its spot high on our ranking. Sports fans will love that Porto rounds out the Portuguese Big Three with FC Porto, while the city's vibrant energy is fueled by its people, architecture, history, and stunning views of the Douro River. Like Lisbon, Porto has a variety of neighborhoods to suit different lifestyles. The historic city center is compact, walkable, and easy to explore. If walking isn't your thing, the metro is continually expanding, with new stations on the Pink Line opening in 2026 and the Ruby Line possibly following. Yes, Porto has beaches, although the Atlantic is cold, but it's still a treat to stroll along the coast. The city is home to plenty English-speaking foreigners, though the community is more fragmented than tight-knit. Still, it's easy to find your tribe if you want to connect to others. And if any of these cities sparked your interest, check out the playlist on screen for full city guides. You'll get a closer look at neighborhoods, lifestyles, and insider tips to help you decide where to call home in Portugal. And if you want personalized guidance for your move abroad, you can book a consultation with Kalie directly through her Calendly link in the description section below. Until next time, let's get moving. Bye.